So, on the topic of prioritizing organic food, I found that I was pure organic for a few years, maybe even 5 years. And basically what I found is that though I think it is incontrovertible, the fact that organic would be a healthier version of the food, what I found was a pragmatic issue, and that is that in practice, because of the expense of the organic produce, the retailers tend to hang on to them a lot longer and keep them in spite of a much lower quality of produce, right? And so what I found is that I noticed that I was eating all these wilted, old, like fruits and vegetables, whilst other people who were eating non-organic had absolutely like fresh, like that pick that day, crispy broccoli, crispy kale, crispy apples that were not rotten inside, like as in the fungus that grows on the seed pods, which is almost ubiquitous in organic apples because they are stored for so long. And so I kind of then was thinking, all right, so the organic does have slightly better nutrition, but in the context of a good diet, it is insignificant because you might have a little bit more zinc and a little bit more magnesium, a little bit more this, but it is like in percentages that overall, if you have a healthy diet, you'd be so far above the amounts that you need. Oh, that looks beautiful, beautiful. Wow. That you wouldn't actually suffer any nutritional deficiency if one was to forego the organic, and then also because all the different polyphenol degradations that happen through time. So basically, like, there's a lot to the concept of eating something fresh, and for me, that also is incontrovertible, that fresh is better. So like a 1 week old kale instead of a 1 day old kale. And I would say that from my research, the amount of, just in terms of residual pesticides, is so insignificant in the scheme of our breathing in city air and driving in cars that are full of formaldehyde and all sorts of other off-gassing toxins. And so I find that, though, yes, it is incontrovertible that the same exact produce, organic, is better. And it is incontrovertible that fresh is better. But I would say that practically in Australia, I would say that it is healthier on the balance because of the fact that the organic food is almost always much more degraded to eat actually non-organic fresh fruit and vegetables than it is to eat the older, more degraded organic vegetables. That's what I would say.
But if you could get fresh organic, you would definitely think that was...
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I was getting. I was getting fresh organic, but it's just not fresh. It's like fresh, when something is fresh organic, it's like a week old. When it's fresh non-organic, then it's just come that day. So that's what I found. The issue is that if you could pick them at the same time and eat them, then 100% organic is better. But in terms of like the fact that fresh organic is
Wilted.
Which this is the
This one is natural and this is
yeah, great. Yeah, so that's what I found is on a practical level, sure, if I can like purchase a product that's organic and I can see that it's absolutely fresh, then that's best. But if I have a choice of fresh, non-organic and an organic produce that I can see is a few days old, then I will definitely choose fresh over organic.